Margita Hupkova, you are head of the study department for both the national and international program of Slovakia, Bratislava, Comenius University, correct? I would like to ask you some questions. How different are the foreign students in the English program from the Slovak students?
Well, we have students from different nationalities and they all bring their own specific cultural specifications, I would say. And what we like very much about students coming from South is that they're very spontaneous. So that's very nice. It changes, you know, the whole international environment at the university.
What do the professors say about them, the differences between the Slovak students and the international students? Do they find differences?
For sure they do find differences. Some are very positive. So, for example, the positive one is that the international students are usually not so reserved. They are not so afraid to participate in classes. So when the teacher asks, they answer. Sometimes they interrupt a bit more than the others, but with a good teacher you can actually bring a very positive outcome of it. So that's the good thing.
Another question. How many places does the university offer for the English program in the Faculty of Pharmacy in Comenius University?
It is usually 120.
And of these 120, how many students actually study each year in the Faculty of Pharmacy in Comenius University?
Well, we accept approximately 80 to 90 applications, and that's the number of students that we have studying.
How many students are actually accepted each year? You said out of 120 places that you offer, 80 are accepted. How many applicants are there?
Well, we work with our partner agencies, so they actually offer some courses which are, I would call it pre-selection courses, and these students participate, so we have a very good success rate. Out of these approximately 80 to 90 applications, we have nearly 100 success rate.
Yes, because we do prepare them for the biology and chemistry entrance examination. The material, of course, is given to us by the university, by you, and yes, we do, and they do study for it. Okay. Out of all the students that actually start the program, how many graduate? How many actually graduate?
We have a very good dropout rate, but of course not all the students manage to finish the university and the faculty. We have approximately 5% dropout rate, and that is very much due to the fact that some students simply leave the university, most of them in the first or second year. Some of them also decide not to continue the studies. The most difficult is especially the first year, when the students come from their home countries, and to start a new life is very different, challenging. They find new friends. Sometimes then they don't pay so much attention to the study, and then yes, some of them pay more attention to the lifestyle that they have, new lifestyle, out of homes, out of parents' reach, but that's a very low number. So the most difficult, I guess, is the first year due to the change of the lifestyle, and it is about 5%.
Lovely. One question again. Under which circumstances can a student be expelled from the university, if it's possible? Can students be expelled, and under which circumstances?
Yes, a student can be expelled. We have two very important study checks. The first check is after the first semester, when the student has to achieve minimum 15 credits. This credit system comes with the European education system, which gives to each subject certain number of credits, depending on how difficult is the subject. The average student has approximately 30 credits after the first semester, so 15 credits is half of what is standard. That's the first very important check moment, and then we check after each year, after the examination period, the student has to achieve at least 40 credits, while the average student again has 60 to 65 credits. So it is not something that is not achievable. It is just simply to check if the student studies as he should. There are years when he can take, he might have some personal difficulties, perhaps with English language, since the study is in English. So he might have only 45 credits, that's fine. And the next years when he can decide, I think I want to go a bit faster, and he can have 70 to 80 credits if he chooses, but he cannot have less than 40. And the last thing is that if you do not succeed with passing a subject the first year, you can transfer it to another year. The first year you have 3 chances to pass the subject. If you don't, the second year you have another 2 chances to pass the subject. So altogether it's 5. If the student doesn't pass even after 5 chances, then unfortunately that's the rule of the university, that such students should be expelled. But luckily this is very, very low number of students.
Very nice, very good, Margita. It's a very it seems like a very nice program for students. Easy enough, not too difficult if somebody studies, of course, and manages their timetable well enough. Thank you very much for coming as our guest, and we hope to see you again back in Greece.